Hello guys, welcome to another section of Learning with Prep Class. I am Tutor Chima. Now in today's section we are going to be looking at WAEC past questions on biology. We are going to be looking at WAEC past questions on biology for the year 2018. And we are going to be solving questions, let's see, we're solving questions 16 to 20. Yes, this is so because in the last videos we solved our questions 11 to 15. So today we are going to be looking at questions 16 to 20 of WAEC Biology 2018. Alright students, first and foremost, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos. When you look below there, you are going to see a notification bell. I urge you to click on the notification bell. When you do so, you will be the first to be notified whenever you have an educational content like this on our channel. Now, do not forget to drop one or two questions at the end of this video. Drop the question in our comment section box. It can be a question on an area that you do not completely understand. It may be on this video, it may be on the previous section we've had. So try as much as possible to drop one or two questions, and I'll be always available to attend to your question. You can also try and share these videos so that it's going to reach as much viewers as possible. Alright, now having said that, we are going to go straight to the business of today, which is to solve WAEC past question 2018 on biology 16 to 20. Question 16 says, which of the following statements about the response of neurons to stimulus is correct? Which of the following statements about the response of neurons to stimulus is correct? A, is it that neuron responds to stimulus of any strength? Is it that neurons respond to stimuli applied in rapid succession? Is it that neurons respond more rapidly during the absolute refractory period? Is it that the intensity of stimulus must reach a threshold value before neurons can be excited? And look at what I said here. I said, in response to stimuli, the cell body of a neuron receives the impulse or impulses. It may be from its main dendrons and from other neurons. It can be from its main dendrons, it can be from the dendrons of other neurons that synapse with its surface. I was supposed to show you two neurons that are joined together because a neuron is usually joined with another neuron from the dendron of a neuron to the axon of the next neuron, and it's not completely tight. There's a space, a little microscopic space between it, and that's known as synapse. So now, if the sum of these impulses along that neuron is large enough to overcome the neuron's membrane threshold resistance, the cell body can then transmit the impulse of the neuron to the axon. So once the stimuli has been conducted to the cell body, now for the cell body to pass it to the axon, the sum of these impulses must be large enough to overcome the neuron's membrane threshold resistance. Are you following? Must be large enough to what? Overcome the neuron's membrane threshold resistance. If it's so, then the cell body can transmit the impulse to the axon. But if the sum of these impulses is not large enough to overcome the membrane's resistance, the impulse dies off at the cell body. So if you look at all these options, you see that option D gives you your answer. That's intensity of the stimulus must reach a threshold value before the neuron can be what? Excited enough to transmit that neuron. So your best answer is option D. 17. Which of the following practice may lead to infection of the eye? Which of the following practice may lead to infection of the eye? Is it the use of contact lens, convex lens, biconcave lens, concave lens? All these ones, convex lens, biconcave lens, concave lens, it can be on the eyeglass you wear. So the eyeglass you wear can be made of either convex lens or concave lens. That's the lens of the eyeglass you wear if you are the type that use a recommended glass. So the lens can be made of convex, concave, or it can be biconcave. But I'm talking about contact lens. That lens that you see people that they'll just carry it and put inside their eye. And you see a movie, if you watch a movie, if you have seen somebody that is on contact lens, you see that the eyes of the person, the iris of the person looks a bit funny. It looks a kind of shiny. Sometimes it can be very beautiful anyway. So that small lens that they put. So some people prefer to wear eyeglass. Like me, if I don't use recommended glass, but if I'm using a recommended glass, maybe I have an eye defect, I'll prefer to wear eyeglass than that contact lens. Why? Because people who wear contact lenses have a higher risk of keratitis, an infection of the cornea. So the cornea is the outer covering of the eyes. This white part is the cornea. Now they are also called cornea ulcers. So if you use contact lens, you stand a high risk of contracting cornea ulcers, or we also call it keratitis. What causes this keratitis is actually viruses, bacteria, fungi, and a rare but serious eye parasite can also cause keratitis. Are you following? Because it is somehow it is not hygienic enough. I don't know the hygienic level of the person, how you store your contact lenses. If they wash it, I don't know much about that. But depending on the hygienic condition, such people stand a high chance of contacting inflammation of the cornea or keratitis. So the correct answer is contact lens. Contact lens. 18. The structure for the gaseous exchange. The structures for the gaseous exchange in breathing roots are. Is it stomata, lentil cells? Is it corticals? Is it mitochondria? Breathing roots, also known as pneumatophores, have portions of the roots which grow upward until they project some centimeters above the low tide level. So all those plants that grow in water, they grow somehow upward until they project above the low tide level. Low tide where water will do not move that much. So breathing roots are mostly in aquatic plants. So they have small openings called lenticels in their bark so that air can reach the rest of the plant's root system. So breathing roots breathe with what? Lenticels. So the correct answer there is what? Lenticels. Breathing roots breathe with what? Lenticels. Or the gaseous exchange surface for breathing roots is lenticels. The way the gaseous exchange surface for leaves of plants is stomata. Stem is lenticels. So breathing root is also lenticels. 18. We've answered 18. 19 rather. The diagram below is an illustration of the life cycle of an insect. Study it and answer questions 19 and 20. The adult insect in this life cycle is it housefly, butterfly, cockroach, or mosquito? Now, if you look at this life cycle, this is they didn't even draw this side where, okay? This is the egg to the larva to the pupa. The pupa is the resting stage. You can see the sac part. Now, if you see here, you see that this pupa is attaching itself on a twig, on a stem of a plant. Then, if you look at the larva stage look like the caterpillar of a butterfly. So the life cycle here is for butterfly. It can be housefly because housefly lay their eggs on rubbish dumps, under all those rubbish dumps, and the egg develop to larva. So they don't stay on leaf or plants. You can see that here that this pupa is on a twig, that's on a stem of a plant, which simply means that this the adult must have laid the egg on a leaf of a plant. Can make this resting stage pupa to be on a twig. Housefly lay their own in rubbish dumps. Cockroach do not practice this kind of metamorphosis. They practice incomplete metamorphosis, whereby the adult cockroach lay egg, it just develop to nymph, baby cockroach, and now mount several times to reach adulthood. Mosquito lay their own eggs in water bodies. So it's only butterfly that lay its own egg on the plants. Then the larval stage grows to the pupa stage that attach itself to a stem. And if you look at this larval stage, it looks like caterpillar. And caterpillar is for what? Butterfly. So the correct answer there is butterfly. So I said the larval stage of the insect above is caterpillar. And caterpillar is the larval stage for butterfly. So the correct answer here is butterfly. 20. The larva is also known as, I've said the answer before, is it nymph, is it maggot, is it caterpillar, is it chrysiasis? So the answer is what? Caterpillar. That's the larval stage of a butterfly. Caterpillar. So the larval stage of the insect above is caterpillar. Caterpillar is the larval stage for butterfly. So the correct answer is what? Caterpillar. Caterpillar. That's the correct answer. Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's section of Learning with Prep class, where we looked at WAEC biology past questions for the year 2018. We solved questions 16 to 20. So if you look here, you're going to see a link. I urge you to copy and paste this link on your browser. When you do so, it's going to take you straight to our WhatsApp group. So in a nutshell, I'm asking you to join our WhatsApp group. What's the benefit? When you join our WhatsApp group, you'll be getting updates and infos on the latest videos or content we have on our YouTube channel. Content that will really be of help to you. So until we meet again, I remain Mr. Tutor Chima, a prep class tutor on biology. Bye and do stay safe.